Yo, what's good, ladies and gents? It's me, the Golden Saiyan, and this is part 3 of the amazing What If series that, well, you guys seem to like, and this is What If Goku was sent to Asgard. Now, before we get into this video, I'm going to set an early like goal of 50 likes. Now, if you guys manage to hit that, it'll definitely be a part 4, and I'll try to keep my posting videos every week or so and try not to go over it like how I did this time. So I also want to say that I have a Patreon that will be down in the description, and also if you guys haven't seen part 1 and part 2 of this series, then I'll also link that down below as well. Now, without further ado, let's hop into this amazing What If video.
Hey, chill, I'm still going. Ride in the Maserati, catch a body, she a hottie, call her shawty, look like a Barbie, catch her like Cardi, throw a party with your mommy, I can tell that she want me, cause I'm saucing in this bitch, saucing in this bitch. Heard you tryna hit a lick, little boy, talking shit, little boy, with the hits, little boy, no C's, no crib, little boy, hop in your crib, little boy, yes, I'm the shit, little boy. They call me Bobby, cause I saw that chick a week ago, but now I'm ghosting, cause I don't wanna see that hoe, and now I'm rolling the hitters just like a Noli, cause they say they want smoke, but in real life they don't know me.
Loki would have a dagger over Odin's heart as both Thor and Goku would eventually walk into the room, both of them ridiculed with anger seeing this, as they would try to get Loki to stop, as Goku would get into a fighting stance, as Loki would say, another movement, and he dies, as Thor would be just tearing up, saying, "Brother, wait, there has to be another way. Is it the throne you want? I'll give that to you. Just please, don't kill him. That's our father." As Loki would then just laugh, saying, "You mean your father?" as he would stab, Odin, and it would appear that he is killed. Or it will just appear, that's actually not the case, as it was Loki's illusionary magic, as the Loki there and the knife would just disappear in a cloud of smoke, as both Goku and Thor would get even angrier seeing this, saying, "Is this a joke?" and they would be just screaming in the air, as they would know exactly where Loki went, seeing how they went to the bridge before a lot. So this has to be the only place Loki would actually appear. So they would have the same fight as in the normal timeline. The only thing that changes is that they would actually have more of an upper hand, seeing how there's 2 people there, as they would eventually have the same ending as in the original, with Loki faking his death and Odin saving him. Now, we're actually going to, skip to the Avengers movie. Now, we're actually going to start this when Thor is, taking Loki away from the Avengers, as during this moment, Goku would actually be on a different mission, as he would be trying to stop a band of outlaws from trying to take over some of the other realms, as he would ultimately save this realm, as he would eventually try to catch up with Thor, as eventually then he hears that Loki's alive and Thor went to him, as he would ask if they can open the Bifrost and he can go to them, as Goku would appear right there next to Thor, as he would look at Loki, picking up and hugging his brother, telling him that why did he fake his death and why didn't he come back home? He wouldn't even have been executed. He wouldn't have been banished either. He could have just talked this through. As Loki would then just look at Goku, saying that, how would you know anything? You're barely even 1/3 of my life. I've been alive longer than you. I've seen more things. Somebody opened my mind to the power of the Tesseract. This power is enough for me to become king and ruler of this world. something that I couldn't even have on Asgard, a throne. As then Loki would just disappear, kind of escaping, but eventually getting knocked out by both, Tony and also Steve, as they would eventually take him into, Cage as in the original, as, he would just be walking around smiling as Thor and Goku would go into the interrogation room as they would ask him where he's been and ask who has he's been talking to, as eventually Loki would say that he has a companion and, alliance with him. His name is Thanos, but most people know him as the Mad Titan. As Loki and Thor would hear this name, they seen his name come up in a lot of news in Asgard, and how he's looking for something called the Infinity Stones, as both Thor and Goku would get a little scared, seeing how even, Odin, even in his prime, he couldn't even handle the Titan. So he needs to, they need to go and look for the Infinity Stones and try to stop, Thanos. As at this moment, they would just ask, Nick Fury and the other Avengers if they can take Loki off their hands, bring him back to Asgard. As Loki is friends with somebody that can actually destroy this world easily, especially with the people that are here now. As they wouldn't even really care, as Thor and Goku couldn't even tell him who it was, because this is something that the Asgardians have to deal with. So eventually Loki would break free, as he would head back down to Earth, as he would try to build the portal to take over the world. Now, say everybody would catch up. Banner, everybody, Steve, Tony, Goku, Thor, Natasha, Hawkeye, everybody would eventually meet up, as they would all see Loki, as they would all get angered, asking him, why is he gonna do this to the place they call home? Why? The people of Earth have done nothing towards the Asgardians nor Loki. Why is this happening to them? As Loki would just smile, saying how all of you ants are just, ants, as you need a ruler. So this is gonna help me. As he would press a button, as a portal would open up with a whole bunch of aliens called the Chitauri would eventually come out these portals, as they would start destroying buildings using blast, as eventually the Avengers would have to assemble. Now I always actually wanted to say that, but yes, the Avengers would assemble, as they would do the same iconic circle, as the only thing that's different is Goku is there, as they would have a much easier time subduing these aliens, as Goku would eventually power up into a Super Saiyan state, combating all the aliens and just having a whole bunch of fun. And so eventually more than 50 aliens would try to hop on top of him, as he would be forced to use his aura, as it would just emit a lot of light, as all the aliens would look his way and try to fight him. Thor would just smile, saying, yeah, that's my brother, as he would be having fun too in this fight, as he would, they would all eventually win, coming across Loki, as, Iron Man or Tony would still try to sacrifice himself to, stop the portal. Now, he would, of course, survive. Now, they would all be on top of Loki, just looking down at him, telling him that he should have just stuck to being dead. As then Loki would just smile, saying that he actually has another plan, as he would then disappear, but reappearing with somebody. This person, the silhouette. It can't be, can it? This person is an unknown figure that you guys probably know. This person is Vegeta. And this guy's actually gonna leave it off. Yo, let's go with, like I said, 50 likes as in the beginning. And did you guys like how I put Vegeta in the story? Now, I'm gonna do a little bit of his background story in part 4, so you guys don't be confused and ask how is he in the story, because I wanted to add one more Dragon Ball character in here. Otherwise, it'll just be Goku just beating the crap out of people. So I need somebody who can match his strength in a sense. So yeah, that's why I added, well, Goku. I said Goku, Vegeta. So yeah, with that, I'll see you guys in the next Dragon Ball video. Please join my Patreon. And until next time, peace guys. I'll see you guys in the next Marvel Dragon Ball video. Peace guys.